Annabella was born in Harare, Zimbabwe, and lived in Worthing, West Sussex. She was Bella to everyone who knew her, and her family described her as very intelligent and caring. She was also a type 2 diabetic, a condition for which she took medication daily. In 2016, she was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison for robbery and assault, and in 2017, she was transferred to HMP Peterborough. On the 2nd of September, Bella was restrained for refusing to take the medication prescribed for her diabetes. The incident was not filmed, as the officer had removed her body-worn camera, and the potentially valuable evidence about the extent of force used on Bella was not captured. She was then left lying on her cell for the next 21 hours. She did not eat any of the food or consume any liquids left on the floor of her cell. No one checked on her. It was not until about 3 p.m. on the 3rd of September that Bella was examined, and it was realised that she was seriously unwell. She was taken to hospital and placed in intensive care. Bella died in hospital on the 6th of September 2017 from multi-organ failure caused by diabetic ketoacidosis, rhabdomyolysis, and aspiration pneumonia.
It was very distressing to learn that my sister was left on her cell floor for so long when she was so unwell, repeatedly considered to be faking it. My sister will not come back, but no other family should have to go through this. Prisoners should be properly supported and looked after. They will know to take every person seriously in the future. In the end, my sister had to lose a life. Her kids don't have a mother now. That's very traumatizing.
In the past 10 years, 10 women have died at HMP Peterborough. In December 2018, the inquest into the death of Natasha Chin, a black woman from London who died in HMP Bronzefield, found neglect and systematic failures by prison healthcare providers contributed to her death.
Annabella had been at HMP Peterborough for over 3 months, and there were clear flags in her medical records, including with respect to her diabetes. Yet numerous members of the healthcare team failed to read her notes, and key healthcare staff were unaware that she even had diabetes. Disturbingly, the inquest heard that there was no specialist diabetes nurse at the prison and no system in place to manage residents with diabetes. Sodexo, the private providers of healthcare services at HMP Peterborough, were aware that their systems for dealing with chronic illness were inadequate, and it is unconscionable that it has taken this avoidable death for them to address those failings in any meaningful or effective way.
It is important that women in prison get adequate access to physical and mental health care, and it is high time that we held the prison authorities and staff responsible for the avoidable deaths of vulnerable women in prison.
Annabella had fled her native Zimbabwe following a gang rape around 2002 and was diagnosed with HIV in 2007. She had 3 children. Her body was repatriated to Zimbabwe and her funeral was held in Harare after her 3 children were denied access to the UK for her funeral. Annabella's death is another reminder that vulnerable black women should not be sent to prison. It's important that women in prison get adequate access to physical and mental health care, and it is high time we held the prison authorities and staff responsible for avoidable